Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show. Me, your host Sean. I apologise for any background noise. I'm doing this on the fly. Now, I wanted to speak to you about AMD and its announcement for its stock split. Now, it's splitting its stock 4 for 1, and you can see the run up it's had. I am telling you what I'm doing. Please note, I am not a financial advisor, so do not do what I'm doing. Do your due diligence. I'm only informing you of my plans because I've been asked. It's run up $45 and run up more. But you have to think why they've announced it now and not during earnings. Why? Because they think something in earnings will overshadow a stock split. And will possibly. Now, that could either be really good news, really bad news. But as with Amazon, and I think Amazon will be watching this very closely, if you bring out very good news in earnings, you have no need to do a stock split. My opinion is, and it is just my opinion, I'm just an idiot on the internet, that they're going to do, they're going to release bad earnings. They've had the chip shortage, and bear in mind, I think the chip shortage will end soon, and they will end up the earnings after this one, having blowout earnings. But I think they're going to have something in these earnings that are going to drag the stock down. I think after earnings, it will then then I will pick up and in the run into the split. If I miss the run up, if I'm wrong, fair enough. I will pick up post split. We know with Apple, with Tesla, they all dipped post split because the people who are getting in just for the split run up, they all sell afterwards. Because we all know a split has no effect on the share price, no effect on the company fundamentally, and it's only because people can get in at a lower price, and there's this psychological effect. Now, I said Amazon will be watching it closely. They will, because they will be watching it to see if nvidia's gamble pays off, because they are considering a stock split. We see here nvidia came down to 514 because of the chip shortage, because of the correction in the market, and they kind of want to avoid any more bleeding. To tell the truth, if you look at it, yes, it went up, but it hasn't really moved since August. You've had a few ups, but not much. They've announced their intention to take over ARM Holdings. Even if that gets halted, I think they will take over someone else. I think the ARM Holdings deal will be amazing for them. But long term, they're a great company to hold. It is one of those like Apple or Amazon, but it's all about timing. And that's why I don't like getting in before earnings unless I'm 100% sure. And of course, long term it doesn't matter, but I will be waiting till after earnings. Yeah, as I said, if it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off. And Amazon will be looking to see if they are going to have a bad quarter, if they could use a stock split as a way to pump up their share price, or if it's worth them doing it. Because a stock split brings in fees and a lot of hassle, but it does bring attention to the stock. Now, as well as that, I'm sure you're aware, Amazon of picking up MGM Studios. It may bring attention to MGM, even though they make no financial gain from it. It shows that Amazon are going full force on Prime, which I spoke about before. They are picking it up so that no one else picked them up. We saw the merger with AT&T and Discovery, and they were worried that someone else would pick up MGM Studios, and they thought they're not bothering with Prime Video so much. There's a lot of complaints about Prime Video because the content is, well, it's blah. I've watched it before. There's one or two things on there that are okay. It's not the sort of thing that you would subscribe to for it. Now, Disney Video, they have a lot of good things. Netflix, they have a lot of good things. Even HBO Max has stuff on. But Amazon Prime, you wouldn't subscribe to for the content. And they want to change that. Don't forget to hit that lovely like button. And don't forget the sexy subscribe button. A lot sexier than me, just ask the wife. And if you want to be a hero, hit the bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. And why not check out the links in the description below. If you're looking for a free trading platform, you get a free share worth up to $200, depending on the platform you use if you deposit a small amount. Now, we're going to look at two ETFs that have opened up as jaws of life against the S&P 500 and QQQ. BATT. It's a battery ETF. One of its top holdings is Tesla. Why people sold it off? It was actually higher than the S&P 500, but because its expense ratio is 0.59%, its yield is 0.21%. But its net asset value is 15.29. It's at 15.79. So now it tends to have a good growth, but you will see that it's got quite a lot of companies in there, like Neo, Glencore, Samsung, Panasonic, LG Chem, BYD, who Buffett's in, CATL, BHP, yeah, and CATL are coming out with a new type of battery that's set to replace lithium ion if they can crack it. But it's if you're thinking why, oh, I've got to grab Tesla with leftover cash in your portfolio, why not look into this? These sort of things tend to rubber band snap back into position. I'm not saying it will, but they tend to. And another one, KWEB, which is a Chinese one, with the QQQ. Now, it's got a higher expense ratio, 0.75%. Doesn't yield anything, but that means that you don't pay any withholding tax on the dividend. It all goes back in there. And again, it's top two companies are Tencent Holdings, Alibaba Group. Third one is Meituan. People may not know this about Meituan, but it's having issues with the Chinese government. That's why it's down. And you probably know all these other companies like PDD, Baidu, NetEase, Trip.com, KE Holdings, Billy, JD. I spoke about Billy a few times before. I think it's got great growth against front of him. Now, again, you can see on the chart that it was above where QQQ was, and then it just dipped because of the issues in China. Now, the thing is, This is, of course, a riskier one than the battery play, but it has more growth. I know I spoke about Alibaba and how I think if it hits $200, it will be a great buying opportunity. A lot of Chinese stocks have been falling, which is why this has been falling, and I think it will be well worth keeping these two on your watch list for when you get confirmation. Anyway, don't forget to leave me a like, comment in the box below, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next video.